Live from the Crimson Center in Steubenville High School, it's high school basketball action today. The Chuck Watt John Nese Holiday Tournament as the Steubenville Big Red hosts the Martin Ferry Purple Riders. Tonight's game being brought to you by Transmart USA, AT&T on Sunset, Naval Spaghetti House, Wintersville Trophy Shop, Apollo Restoration, by Bird's Hot Dogs, Spuds Parkview Inn, The Target Shop, IBEW Local 246, The Annabelle Company, Ace Optical, Valley Converting, by Ohio Valley CBD, Capital Recovery, Rehab Plus on Sunset, JC Pest Control, by Marcino Enterprises, Testa Machine Company, Stickles Law Offices, Ohio Motor Group, Soft Eye Federal Credit Union, by J.E. Foster Funeral Home, Steve's Fish and Chips, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Thomas Auto Center, Bennigan's Restaurant, Everhart Bow Funeral Home, by Hauser's Furniture, Gianna Moore's Pizza, National Colloid Company. Also brought to you by T.S. Electric, by EGCC, Valley Builders, M&M, True Value Hardware, Thrifty Hertz, Napa Auto Parts, Sesame Grill, and Cheap Ohio Marijuana Cards. And a very good Saturday afternoon, everyone. Jim Huggins, Jason Jenkins, Dan Vogel, live from the Crimson Center. Today's game, actually going to be also on YouTube. So go on the YouTube and find it, and you'll be able to watch the game live. And Jason, we look forward to this game. They had a pretty good holiday tournament so far, some good games, and now the big boys get to play today.
Yeah, it's a great tradition, carried on to history's rivals on the basketball court. Big Red Ferry, I remember playing them, and it's always a treat. No matter the records, it's always a tough game. Whether it's here or there, Martins Ferry always comes to play when they come to play Big Red.
I used to love going down to Martins Ferry when what's his name would help us out all the time. We would go down there, and it was on the stage. It wasn't up in the new place. You had to sit down to look up.
Yeah, you're always afraid of running off the court, jumping off the stage or something. I remember playing down there. It was fun, but you had to be careful.
Well, the Big Reds coming into today's ball game with a record of 4-2. The Purple Riders check in at 4-3, and Big Red head coach Mike Caney has been here for quite a while now. And the new guy, Derek Edwards, has only been a couple of years in Martins Ferry. They check in at 4-3.
Yeah, both teams, started out, really hot. Well, Ferry actually lost their first game to St. Clair's, but before coming back, beating Union Local, losing that Harrison Central. Then they won a roll, won 3 in a row, beating Bel Air, Toronto, and Indian Creek before a 1-point loss in their last game at Lindsley. So they've won 3 out of their last 4. And Big Red, meanwhile, started out hot 3-0. Lost a game against a Minerva team that they had, pretty much won to the last quarter. They ended up losing 67-63. Lost a very good Hamilton Township team for 2 losses in a row, but then rebounded last night with a big win over a very good East Liverpool team.
Liverpool always gives them problems. Coach Conley does a great job up there, and Big Red getting a high-scoring game last night too. As Calvin Bickerstaff led the way with 20 points. I got to talk to his dad, Donnie, out on the mezzanine area before he came in today, and asked me. He had said he had sprained his ankle because I heard that he got hurt, but he said he didn't miss any time and he's good to go.
Yeah, he's back out there just watching him in warm-ups. He looked pretty good, and they seem ready to play. Both teams are hyped up. You heard the Ferry players, hooting and hollering a little bit. It's a game a few minutes away from the start, and I look forward to, what I think is going to be a good ball game.
Yeah, the reserve game was won by the Big Red boys by a score of 51-44. So they have gotten through they just ran the clock down. They didn't even bother going the last couple of minutes and reset it at 8 so they can try and get started maybe a little bit early. So let's take a timeout. We'll be back with your lineups after these words.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning, clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
When you need electrical work for your home or business, you need it done right the first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify. This high school event is brought to you by AT&T on Sunset via the AT&T Wireless Network. Remember, don't text and drive, it can wait. AT&T on Sunset is a proud sponsor of this high school event.
The Target Shop has all your fall sports needs. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned Target Shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded and will even give you a free estimate. Fort Steuben Maintenance. You want the number? 740-283-4890.
The employee pricing event at Thomas Auto Centers now includes pre-owned vehicles. That's right. Now every used car is priced at dealer cost and displayed on the windshield. With prices so low, we can't advertise them. Pay exactly what we pay. Over 100 vehicles in stock for immediate delivery. You beat the road construction, Thomas beats the competition. Employee pricing at Thomas. Offer expires end of month.
Get the best deal. Thomas Auto Center.
Mall Road, St. Clairsville.
Now there's a form of transportation you can trust. Transmart USA. Transmart USA is in need of drivers. Transmart is a non-emergency medical transportation company servicing 3 states looking for qualified drivers with an excellent driving record. Maybe you're bored with your current job or retired and looking for something rewarding to do. Well then, give Transmart a call today. It's toll free, 866-693-6900. Remember, a background check along with a DOT physical and drug testing are required. Get on board with Transmart USA today. 866-693-6900. A proud sponsor of Ohio Valley Sports Online.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Crimson Center. Just about set to start. Starting lineups for Big Red number 4, Trillian Jones, a 5'11 senior. Number 5, Zion Sawyer, a 6'2 junior. Number 11, Calvin Bickerstaff, a 6'5 senior. Number 12, Chase Zimmerman, a 6'1 junior. And Nasari Jackson, number 30, a 5'6 junior. Jason Miles, number 1 for Ferry, 6'4 sophomore. Getting set to jump it up is Logan Smith, a 6'6 junior. So we'll see a good matchup between him and Bickerstaff. And it's controlled by Steubenville. And going in is Sawyer up off the glass, no good. Bickerstaff's right there from follow, no good. It bounces around, picked up by Jackson. Gives it off to Zimmerman. Out to Trillian Jones, right side. So Big Red misfires on 2 straight early.
Yeah, the only good thing about this, he got 3 offensive rebounds already.
Yeah. As they swing him around.
Ferry coming out in a man-to-man.
Looking to dump it down to Bickerstaff. He's far out near the three-point lane.
Mismatch right now.
Turns around, tries to get him up in the air. No go is Jason Miles.
Nice job by Miles.
Yeah, doing a great job. Jason Miles, 6'4" sophomore. We've seen him play out Indian Creek a week and a half ago. Zimmerman looking, nowhere to go. Almost stolen. Bickerstaff swings it over, gets the give and go,
Nice
goes up for the
give and
shot
go.
off the glass too strong, gets his own rebound, puts it up too strong. Tipped around, still no good. Rebound taken by Logan Smith. Big Red multiple opportunities, took up about 48 seconds and didn't get any points.
Yeah, and all close opportunities too, right at the basket too.
Yeah.
You got to get those in.
They warmed up earlier. You think those would fall. Miles guarded out by Nasari Jackson as Big Red opens up in a man-to-man. Left side is
Nice.
Olsen. Cody Olsen down to underneath the Logan Smith. Can't get it to go.
Same thing. They got it inside to him too, and he missed it.
Bickerstaff picks up his dribble. Gives it off to Zimmerman top. So Big Red running a 1-3-1 offense. Bring up Nasari Jackson up to the right elbow. Swinging it around right side. Trillian Jones looking to go one-on-one. Gives it off to Jackson. Dumps it down low. Nice play. Bickerstaff
Nice
rejected
block.
by Smith underneath. And here comes Hilson back the other way from Martins Ferry. Hilson, a left-handed point guard. Goes up for the shot. Short range. Off the glass. No good. Rebound taken down by Big Red. And here we come back the other way. But ice cold early here.
Yeah,
The
both
first-
teams, either one. And
Jeez.
like you said, all shots have been real close to the rim.
Trillian Jones for three. No good. Taken down. Picked up by Dason Horries, the other part of the starting lineup on number 13, Ruben Hilson, a 5'10 junior, and he'll bring it up. 2 minutes in, no score. At the Chuck Watt, John Nese Holiday Tournament, Hilson got away with a walk, goes in there, nobody home, gets underneath the Hilson, or Horries, he goes up shot, partially rejected by Bickerstaff. And Chase Zimmerman clears, swings into the corner, Trillian West, he did step out of
He was
bounds.
out of bounds. Good call by Pete there.
Pete Brogdon, TJ Brancazio. I can't remember the other guy. I've seen him many times. He looks like Dom, our
can't
friend
remember
Dom,
his name either, yeah.
plays softball, Dom Croach. Looks like him.
Is that his brother Nicky?
No, that's not Nick. So 5.5 to go here in the first in a scoreless game. Jim Huggins, Jason Jenkins, Dan Vogel. Hilson goes into the paint, goes scoop shot at the glass, no good. And a rebound taken away by Miles. They're going to call a jump ball, and it'll be Ferry basketball.
So still, we've had one shot from the outside and still no points. It's amazing.
No,
You know, they're getting to the rim, but they're not finishing.
I don't think I've ever seen a scoreless first quarter from both teams. As Olsen looking to inbound it, has to go up top, and it's stolen, knocked away by Zimmerman, and controlled by Orries. Gets it back out. That's knocked away, and Nasari Jackson, and a foul. Going to be called as Miles runs into him trying to get the ball. It's their first foul.
You know, you'd think too, like both teams played last night. You know, you'd think they'd be, ready to play. Right now, it's just really sloppy.
Well, you think they'd have a better gauge of the depth and distance of the court.
Especially
playing
Big
here.
Red playing here last night.
Yeah, Big Red plays here all the time, Check out the guy down there in midcourt. Huh? Santa Claus is still here. 5:13 to go in the half. Nasari Jackson look underneath, nowhere to go. Gives it off Sawyer on the run. In the paint, no good. Slapped around, taken down by Hilson. Here he comes back the other way. Hilson bounce pass, nice. Rejected and out of bounds.
Excellent block.
There was Zimmerman and Nasari Jackson. I don't know which one got it, but Derek Edwards played here for the Purple Riders of Martins Ferry. Longtime coach Jeff Sabatino retired, as did Kim Apollonia, the assistant. At least I think she retired. Maybe she's still just the athletic director. They give it off to Logan Smith, dumps it down low to Miles all by himself, and he got our first bucket of the game.
Nice play right there. Getting over to the taller Miles over the top. Able to convert.
Yeah,
Really
fair.
surprised. Neither team running yet.
They got a 6'4" and a 6'6" in their lineup. Zimmerman thought about the three. Bickerstaff right side in the corner to Sawyer. Down to Bickerstaff. He goes baseline, trying to back his way, swings it around to Trillian Jones all the way on the other side. Little push and a shovel. Gives it back to Zimmerman. 4.5 and counting. Here in the first and a 2-9. There's a deep three, and it's off the rim. Can't get the roll. Knocked around and controlled. Zimmerman let it fly a couple of feet past the
Yeah, that was an
three-point line.
NBA type three right there.
Logan Smith looked like he was going to jack one up, but decided not to. Lobs it down underneath of Miles. Miles gets it. Miles dribbles, rejected underneath, and a foul.
Nice shot once again by Miles, posting up on a smaller Jackson and just throwing it over top of him. Backside help's not there quick enough, and be rewarded with 2 foul shots. It looks like
Sawyer get the foul.
McCoy and Gresco checking in for Big Red here after this shot.
Glenn McCoy got some size, 6'3" junior. Miles' first free throw attempt. Looks, aims, fires, off the back of the rim, no good.
Bowl game started today. Jaggers, Penn State, they're up 28-13 on Memphis.
Awesome. How about Notre Dame?
Notre
23.
Dame's
Oh,
won
I'm doing
23.
good in my early games.
Me too.
My early bet.
Penn
I took
State.
in the face last night, though. Miles' next free throw is up, and he got it. I was looking at these rims the other night when we did I was here. And a couple other places, they need to be repainted. They're like
Yeah.
gray now, and especially when you shoot down there, you can't see the orange. Bickerstaff going right side with a runner. It's rejected by Smith. Gets his own rebound. Goes up strong off the glass
There's
and
a
got it.
first basket there.
Alvin Bickerstaff had 20 last night against Liverpool. Gets his first bucket.
Nice contingent for Martin's Ferry on hand, too, for this game. On both sides.
Twitter old friend Steve Dawson was here last night.
Nice pass inside.
Logan Smith goes up, nose too strong. Controlled by Olsen. Olsen's a good free throw shooter. Olsen baseline, back up underneath the Smith, puts it up and in. Easy bucket, nice job of coming back.
Yeah, Big Red's going to have to work on it. They're getting it ball down low, too easy so far.
5-2, Purple Riders. Trey Jones thought about the three. Steps back, lets it fly from the corner off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Logan Smith, has it knocked away. And still knocked away, gives it off to Olsen. Olsen right side, driving baseline, turns around. Swings it back out on top of Smith, they'll reset. He gives it to Hilson as Derek Edwards yells out instructions and then walks all the way down the other end of the bench.
Ferry, no hurry here either.
Hilson right-handed dribble, picks up his dribble. Man, he had Olsen underneath,
Yes, he
didn't see
did.
him. Gives it back out to Ories with Zimmerman guarding him with 2:45 to go in the quarter.
Ferry running a simple pass and pick opposite, and it's effective so far as when they do the back cut.
Ories lets it fly for three out the front of the rim, no good, and rebound picked up by Gresko. Here comes Gresko, Andrew Gresko, a 5'11 junior. They give it off. Bickerstaff goes in a paint scoop shot off the glass and in.
Ferry's coach, he got that's the Euro step or the LeBron step, what do you want to call it? But he got away with one there.
Three guys didn't think it was a walk, though. Three guys in the stripes.
That's the most important one.
Yeah. We all thought it was a walk, but even Santa thought it was a walk. And give it off to Olsen right side. Olsen drives baseline. Olsen, nice bounce pass underneath. And a bucket and a foul. Logan Smith gets the hoop.
Excellent job right there. Olsen beat his man, got to the hole. The backside help came.
You're better off when a guy's 6'6" or so, and he's in front of you right near the bucket. You're not going to get, the block from behind because you're going to get him with the body. Just let him go.
Yeah, or take the charge.
Elijah Smith comes in for Martin's Ferry, a 5'10 junior, taking the place of Jason Miles.
Micah Kraus checks in for Big Red.
Zimmerman
5'8 guard.
2:04 to go to first quarter. Smith conventional three-point play is good. He's got 5. 5 of their 8. See, this is the kind of pace they like. When we did our game against Indian Creek, it was slow and real slow, and it got slower, and I think it ended up like, 41-38?
41-38. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that game. I know the way Joe likes to play out there.
Snooze fest. And Indian Creek had the lead for a while. McCoy swings into the corner. Kraus was open, but he goes baseline. Puts out rejected by Logan Smith. And Kraus goes to the paint, hurt his elbow.
Yeah, nice job. Logan Smith playing an excellent game so far, both in offense and defensive end of the court. And Coach Haney's asking, he's on the ground, grabbing his elbow. Where's the foul?
He fell on his own because he put the runner up. He set it in the corner to Gresko. Out on top to Troy and Jones, and they'll come out and reset the offense. 1:35 to go in the first. Troy and Jones goes right. Looking to go. Puts a runner up off the glass. In and out, no good.
And once again, in and out as he got to the hole.
One shot that time, and the rebound clear by Logan Smith with 1:20. 8-4. Ferry with their lead.
Well, this is the back-to-back nights, but Big Red looks really sluggish right now.
Yeah. Logan Smith gets it off to Olsen. Left-hander goes left side. Goes baseline, nowhere to go. Sends it out in the corner to the other Olsen. Nice bounce pass underneath. Olsen lost control of it. Swings it off, letting it fly for deep. There's 3, and it is good. Put down there by number 13, Ruben Hilson with the 3.
So 11-4 Creek now. Or 11-4 Ferry, I'm sorry.
Picked up dribble to give it off to Bickerstaff. Swings it around. Kraus is open for 3. Lets it fly. That's in and out and in for the 3.
Yeah, they got the roll that time.
And a timeout called. 44 seconds left to go in the first. 11-7. We'll be back.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your connection to Ohio Valley Sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting.
In the past 73 years, stores have come and gone. One remains, the first family of furniture, Hauser Furniture. We are rooted in our community and continue to offer quality furniture. We're honest, hardworking, and dependable with unmatched selection, service, and pricing.
44 seconds ago in the first, 11-7 after the three-pointer by Kraus for Big Red. And Big Red
comes out in the 1-2-2 zone.
They give it to Hilson. Hilson gives it off to Olsen across the timeline. Cody Olsen, a 6-foot junior, is swinging around to Elijah Smith. Ori's had a different hairstyle at the Indian Creek game. I don't know what he's doing. Changing around.
Ferry still wants in just a basic passing game.
They get down to Elijah Smith. Nice bounce pass underneath. They give it up. No good by Ori's rejected. Picked up by Kraus. Here comes Kraus ahead to Troyan Jones. He tries to track it down. He does in a corner. And it's stolen by Olsen. And then it's three stolen. Swinging over right side. Sawyer's open for three. Lets it fly. Got it.
That's the way to end the quarter for Big Red.
And that'll be it. End of the first quarter. Big Red scores 6 straight to make it 11-10 Ferry at the end of one.
Looking for help with your financial needs? Deanna Ball & Company has a full staff of certified CPAs that have been serving you since 1949. No matter how big or small, get the personalized professional service and senior management involvement that you deserve. Call us today.
Bert's Hot Dog Shop. Here's the who, what, where, when, and why about Bert's.
Where?
Route 18, just outside Burgettstown.
When?
When you want the very best hot dog you've ever tasted.
Why?
Because it's Bert's passion to create the best hot dog, to create fresh homemade chili sauce for your chili dog each and every day.
How?
Oh, that's simple. It's a foot long with or without chili. It's a hot dog with or without the fixins. It's how you love your hot dog. Bert knows. Bert knows how. Bert knows hot dogs. Route 18. See you there, dog.
Be who you want to be at EGCC. Be who you want to be at EGCC. Be who you want to be at EGCC. Be who you want to be at EGCC.
Welcome back, everyone. Second quarter. During the timeout, we had a young Riders fan trying to get on the court to make a three, but his mom thwarted him, picked him up. As we begin the second, Big Red on the near side of the court here, moving right to left, step back, letting it Zimmerman rejected, gets his own rebound after Logan Smith tacked it off. Back out to Bickerstaff in the corner. Zimmerman thought about the three. Dribbles, picks it up, looking for Cutter, gets it off to Troyan Jones.
Excellent job, Ferry, on the man-to-man defenses. Zimmerman and Troyan Jones both looking to shoot the three, but them guys right in their face.
Shea Zimmerman with a spin move just throws it up or out the glass. No good. Rebound taken by Mansari Jackson. He's rejected out of bounds.
That's Big Red's 6th offensive rebound of the game.
Logan Smith probably got about 4 blocks already.
Yeah. Gotta congratulate Eric Timmons. They had a drawing here for $10,000 before the game started, and Mr. Councilman Timmons was the winner.
$100 tickets. There's a corner shot, no good. Rebounds by Smith, knocked away. Goes out of bounds to Martins Ferry.
Yeah, and the coach is looking for an over a back call there.
Derek Smith really working the refs early.
I think I'm actually surprised. Last time we had Mr. Brogdon, it was a 55 foul game.
Yeah, right.
3.
There's almost a steal. Miles controls. Gives it off to Hilson. Top of the key right side. Hilson, as Big Red sits in that 2-3 zone. Swinging around Hilson, back over right side to Olsen, bounce pass to Hilson. Nowhere to go as they meet him out there, picked up his dribble. Off to Ori.
He almost walked there, got away with one, looked like.
Gives it off to Hilson. He penetrates the lane on the runner, and a foul inside. Do you or loved one have one of the 21 qualifying conditions for an Ohio medical marijuana card? Good news, finally here. Cheap Ohio marijuana card is opening at 2402 Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville. Offers the area's lowest cost access to a marijuana recommending physician. With cards starting at $49 per year, make sure to look up Cheap Ohio marijuana cards for your $49 Ohio medical card. So if you have one of those 21 conditions, want to obtain an Ohio medical marijuana card, but don't want to spend thousands or hundreds of dollars a year, as Miles goes over the shot, got it. Call Cheap Ohio marijuana card 740-275-6342.
Nice job by Miles getting that up over taller Bickerstaff.
13-10, Sawyer will let it fly from the three. Right corner, got it.
Another deep three by Sawyer.
He's got 2 of them, and it's 13-13 with 6 minutes to go and a half.
And Big Red loves a three, and that's what's put them back in the game. They were down 11-4. Hit 2 in a row to end the quarter, and here another one to tie it up.
Hilson with the basketball, going right side. Trying to push off on Micah Krause.
Nice defense by Krause there.
Out on top to Logan Smith, doesn't belong out there. Quinn McCoy set the check back in for Big Red.
So Big Red sitting in that 2-3 zone still.
Yeah. 5:42 to go and a half.
This plays more in the Ferry's hands, wouldn't you think? I mean, they want, like you said, to slow the game down. I'm used to Big Red, running, but.
And they're used to a slow. There's in the corner. Orange is wide open for 3. It's too strong. Rebound by Nasari Jackson. Yeah, because they played this kind of game against Indian Creek. I can't believe they don't dump it down more into their bigs.
I agree with you.
Yeah, Trillian Jones lobs it underneath the Bickerstaff. Reverse layup up the glass and in.
Nice job by Bickerstaff for using the backboard and using the hoop as a to shield off the defender. Going backside and give Big Red their first lead since early in the game.
15-13. Bickerstaff with 6, Sawyer with 6. 5 minutes to go and a half.
Man, if you're a fan of the over at Penn State, Memphis, 28-20.
Jeez.
1:10 left in the second quarter, and Penn State's on the Memphis 8.
Defensive struggle. Ories gets it to Miles. Miles drops it down to Smith. Smith, they got a call for a walk.
Yeah. Excellent job by Bickerstaff defending both positions there as he passes to Miles. Bickerstaff was there. He kicked it over to Smith, and Bickerstaff was able to slide over and cause the walk. And it's Ferry's 3rd turnover of the game.
Can't believe they moved my Steelers-Ravens game at 4:30 tomorrow. I was looking forward to watching an early game and then doing stuff afterwards. There's a nice pass inside to Bickerstaff. He goes up and is rejected from behind as Miles and Logan Smith were there. And Smith got it from behind. I don't think Bickerstaff knew he was there.
No, about the 5th block for Smith.
And Hilson spin move, nowhere to go. Gives off to Logan Smith in the corner. Wide open for 3. The lefty called too strong. Olsen can't get it. It's out of bounds. It'll stay to Martins Ferry.
Yeah, that's his second one, and he's a little bit too strong.
Is this your buddy up here? Is this Joe? Right here?
Where?
Sitting up here with him?
No.
Looks like him, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
There's a lob to Miles. Miles left elbow, nowhere to go. Double team, gets it back out to Ories.
See Maurice Sawyer, Zion's father, sitting over there.
Where's he
The
at?
blue hat
Over
on.
there?
Yeah.
Okay. We got some new names on the Big Red roster this year we hadn't seen.
Now his brother Ja played for Central.
Yeah, that's right. A family divided, like the Rooks. Elijah Hilson, or actually Hilson has it knocked away, picked up by Miles, lobs over top of Logan Smith, stripped underneath
Nice job
by
by
Krause.
Krause.
He throws it up top for Sawyer. Sawyer looking, nowhere to go. Sends it in the corner. Grisco goes up, throws up a lefty, no good. Just threw it up. Quinn McCoy with a rebound, taken away by Bickerstaff. He goes over, shot and rejected. And a foul.
Yeah, Gresco a little out of control, just threw that up. Luckily, Big Red's been strong on the offense. Their 7th offensive rebound, 5 in the first, 2 here in the second. It's only Ferry's 2nd team foul. Big Red only has 3. Excellent.
Jason Miles, 2nd foul.
Yeah, both fouls for Ferry are on him.
Yeah, it's been very fouls. First free throw is up by Bickerstaff and no good.
I like when they let him play. Checking in now for Ferry, Davion Ray. Is that how you pronounce it?
Where's he?
Devon, number 4.
Davian.
Davian Ray.
He nailed a couple 3-pointers against Indian Creek. Bickerstaff's 2nd free throw's up. That's really short. Rebound by Sawyer. Nowhere to go. Sends it in the corner. Krause is wide open for 3. Got it.
Micah Krause buried another 3.
He's got 2 of them.
Off of their 8th offensive rebound.
That's their 4th bonus goal.
Big Red down a 2-2-1 full court press.
5-point lead for Big Red. They've outscored Ferry 8-3. Actually 7-3 or 8-3. And a timeout call by the Purple Riders. 3:12 to go and a half. Down by 5. We'll be back.
The Steubenville Bakery has the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley. They're open Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's been a tradition since 1937. They are located at 525 South Street. That's Steubenville Bakery, the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley.
A pint pioneer of casual dining, Bennigan's is internationally known for its unique neighborhood vibe and exceptional chef-driven food. Come to Bennigan's on University Boulevard to stir up a great memory. Come for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. and get $1 off draft and bottled beer and $1 off signature cocktails. Grab some bar bites too. Only $5 from 9 p.m. to close. Hey, are you a soccer fan? Check out the schedule of English Premier League.
3:07 left to go in a half, and a push foul going to be called. That's going to get against Sawyer. Meanwhile, Penn State has scored.
Yes.
51 seconds to go in a half. 35-20 Penn State in that defensive struggle.
Might be over in the first half.
Notre Dame 20-6 over Iowa State at halftime.
Coming up at halftime here, we're going to have hopefully athletic director Len Meyer is going to come up to talk about the Nese Classic.
Logan Smith, deep three in the corner, no good. Rebound taken down by Quinn McCoy. Resco gets it off to Kraus in the corner, lets it fly again. This time it's no good, but Bickerstaff gets the rebound. Back out to Kraus, swings it around. Briscoe gives off to Troy Jones. He's just itching to score.
Yeah, he is. It's the ninth offensive rebound. Bicker's doing an excellent job.
Kraus out on top to Quinn McCoy. Swings it down too short for Bickerstaff.
You got to throw that up.
Yeah, Bickerstaff wasn't happy with it. Got to get it up there higher. He's a tall guy. They swing it down in the right corner to Ories. Ories double team back out to Logan Smith.
If you're bigger, you don't mind Smith's all the way out there.
Yeah, let him shoot down all day.
Yeah.
Ray gives it off to Ories, off to Olsen, knocked away by Troy Jones. Got to go against Olsen. He's bumped, and the shot, there's no good. He got him on the foul beforehand, and Cody Olsen picks up his first.
Yeah, good job by Olsen. Actually, right there is, it's not like the NBA where they call it a clear path foul. He just bumped him to avoid the easy layup.
We will be back in action on Monday night as Monroe Central visits Toronto to go see Toronto boys. Will be my first chance to get to see the Toronto boys in Kunstler Gym. There's a deep three, and Troy Jones is finally on the board.
Yeah, once he if he's open, he lights it up. I give Troy Jones a lot of credit. He spent a lot of time this summer going to various basketball camps, playing for an AAU team traveling, and it's paid off.
He's got they got 3 bonus goals here in the quarter. He's got one. Ray with the basketball out on top to Hilson. Look for underneath, nowhere to go. Dumps it down to Logan Smith, the right elbow. He'll turn around jumper, and he'll nail it.
Nice job. They can take advantage of Bickerstaff, being on the bench for a little rest here up over the, McCoy goes at 6'3", but Smith is a little taller.
Logan Smith has 7 points. It's 21-15 Steubenville with 135.
Deep three by Trillion
And
Jones.
off the rim, no good. He falls trying to draw the charge. Rebound taken down by Grisco. Swings out to Troy Jones again. Goes in the paint. Dumps it off to Nasari Jackson off the glass and in.
Excellent job there by
Troy Jones with the assist. Nasari Jackson gets his first bucket. 5 different Big Red players have scored here in the first half.
They're going back in the 2-3 zone. Switching up defensive constantly here this first half, trying to confuse Ferry. And they slowed them down tremendously.
Yeah, down to 1:06, and Big Red's up by 8. And there's a bump foul. It was 11-10, Ferry at the end and 1. So Big Red's outscored them 13-4 here in the second quarter.
That's Big Red's 5th foul there.
Who's that one against? I missed them all here.
That one right there was against Kraus, his 2nd. Team 5th.
5 fouls to 3. As Hilson would have with 1 minute left to go in the quarter, in the first half.
We may have a first half, Drags, with no 1-and-1s.
I know. That's why it's going so fast on the fouls. Pete's probably still tired from that game, Central game.
He needs Roy here.
Logan Smith goes up for a shot.
Man.
Rejected, but a foul.
I don't know about that one. That looked like a nice job of defense there.
I think that might go against Kraus again. Yep, it is.
Yeah.
It's his 3rd.
I might have spoke too soon. There's 45 seconds left.
Oh, yeah. One more foul. Remember our old friend Warren Hood. Remembering him today. Logan Smith makes the free throw. He's always a friend of ours and a friend of the stations and friend of Ohio Valley Sports Online. His brother, Jimmy Hood, is a referee. Next free throw is up, and it's missed by Logan Smith.
I saw going upstairs, the referee was Gino Ciccarella.
Oh, yeah? Quinn Cook gives it off to Grisco with 34 seconds left. Big Red has 3 of their 5 starters in there right now. Looking for Troy Jones, gets it down to him, swings it back out. Grisco being guarded by Davian Ray. back out. Chase Zimmerman with 18 seconds left. He should be able to get around also.
Yeah. Look for Zimmerman to take him.
13 seconds, gives it back to Grisco. Back out to Trillian Jones with 9. Trillian Jones goes into the paint and it's no good. Tried to get a shot, couldn't do it, but he got fouled.
On the floor shooting.
I think that's on Hilson. Yep.
Yeah, that's Hilson's first.
6.2 to go. They'll bring back Bickerstaff and take out Nasari Jackson. And checking in for the first time tonight, Caleb Olson from Martins Ferry, and Ray will sit down. They'll inbound underneath with Chase Zimmerman. Looking on top to Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff swings it over. Grisco with a deep three at lefty off the back of the glass, no good. Trillian Jones with 1 second left, puts up a prayer, and it's short. And that's the end. Oh, they called a foul.
And it was a good call. Actually, I was wondering, Trillian Jones got hit.
Wow.
That's going to be a 3-shot foul.
Derek Edwards can't believe it. He gives it the old, what do they call it, a wipe off, or just wave off.
They call it a 2-shot foul. I thought he was behind the 3-point line when he threw that up.
So Trillian Jones will get 2 shots with no time left on the clock. First one is up, and it is good.
Nothing but net for Trillian.
He's got 4 1/4. Well, that'll be it. There'll be no inbound or nothing.
No.
Well, that's fair. I wouldn't even stick around.
Yeah, just go ahead and.
Second free throw on the way is short. So we are at halftime with your score, Steubenville 24 and Martins Ferry 16. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with more coming up after these words.
Talking today with my good friend, Dr. Robert Runkle, who happens to be a doctor of physical therapy. What separates, in my opinion, Rehab Plus from any other physical therapy facility is your aquatic pool. And correct me if I'm wrong, yours is the only one in the area.
That is correct. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the actual same pool that we use, and James Harrison did his rehab in it. What's unique about our pool is you're in it one-on-one. There's an underwater treadmill, and that works wonders for any type of lower extremity, low back rehab. Another thing that's very important with the aquatic therapy is the temperature of the pool. If it's too cold, it will aggravate symptoms such as arthritis. Too warm, and you're doing too much of a workout, patients can overheat. So we keep ours at what National Arthritis Foundation recommends, 94 degrees.
This may sound silly, but does a healthcare provider allow for access to that pool?
Most do.
Here's the phone number real quick, folks. It is 740-264-0772. Dr. Robert Runkle is a good friend, and I can guarantee he'll help you feel better. Give him a call, and this is from Rehab Plus on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Serving the Ohio Valley for over 50 years, Lancia Healthcare is your choice for long-term care and various rehabilitation services. With locations in Steubenville and St. Clairsville, Lancia Healthcare is committed to your loved one's needs. At Lancia Healthcare, let our family take care of your family. Call 740-264-7101 to schedule your visit today.
Enjoy going to a place where it seems everybody knows your name? We all do. That's why you and your friends will fit right in at the Parkview Inn in Mingo Junction. The Parkview is home to the coldest beer in town. Looking to catch a game? The Parkview has multiple big screens to catch all the sports action. The Parkview Inn has been a Mingo tradition for decades, located in the heart of downtown. At the Parkview Inn in Mingo Junction, you may walk in as a stranger, but you'll leave as a friend.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Crimson Center. We're at halftime with Big Red leading Martins Ferry 24-16 in the Chuck Watt John Nese Holiday Tournament. And joining us now is Steubenville Big Red Athletic Director Lynn Meyer. And Lynn, thanks for joining us for this halftime. Nice crowd today and everything. How's it been going?
It's been great. Last night we had a great crowd. East Liverpool brought a lot of people. It was an exciting game last night. And then today we have Martins Ferry here, who has brought a good crowd, as well as our own Big Red supporters. And then with the Central girls, the upstairs gym with the JVs right now are very filled. So I'm sure they'll all filter down here for the girls game for the 3 o'clock game.
So how many teams altogether do we have involved in this?
We have
Big Red boys and girls, right?
correct, and then we played yesterday and today. Girls played Toronto and defeated Toronto. Then our boys defeated Liverpool. Then Ferry and Central.
Yeah, that's good turnout.
Yes.
Let me ask you, how long has this been going on now?
This is the 5th year, I believe.
5th year?
I think so, yeah.
5th year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coach Nese passed away 2 years ago, July. Coach Watt's been gone for a little while. I can't remember when he passed, but whose idea was this to get this tournament honoring these two great guys?
Well, it was, I always wanted to do a holiday classic of some sort, and then when Coach Tucker was at Central and Coach Haney, I approached them, and so it was really instrumental. We three wanted to do it, and then we got the girls involved as well. So that's who started it initially, was the three of us.
Idea.
Yeah.
Give yourself credit. Yeah.
Okay. But I had lots of help.
I mean, two great guys. Too. I mean, John Nese, who was Jags' partner forever, that
right.
was extraordinary, and then Coach Watt, who I coached. I played for football and baseball, basketball down here, and was just to me one of the greatest coaches ever. It was
right.
Great idea to have these two.
It's a pretty good tournament. So this is about the 5th year. I mean, you're going to continue every year as far as we know. I mean,
as far as we know.
How about a chance about getting bigger?
We would like to do that. It was bigger at one point this year, just with the change of a lot of ADs and coaches and not knowing exactly how things worked. We had a little miscommunication in getting Central Boys here, but hopefully next year we can expand and do a lot better. Maybe even get 2 other teams that aren't playing us just to add them.
Right. Well, you talked about you and Coach Tucker and Haney, and Coach Tucker is now the coach at Toronto.
Correct.
And unfortunately for us here, but fortunately for them, they have the Todd Calavota tournament going on up there. Todd was a good friend of mine all the time, and then through the Legion, he always helped us out and passed away a year or two ago up out in Las Vegas. I think it's been about a year or so. So they had their tournament for that. So otherwise, they might have been here too. But
correct.
2 nice tournaments to have. What else is coming up for Big Red? We have anything going on with the school or anything?
Well, right now, our wrestlers at the Wheeling Park Duels doing well. Then we have freshman games on Monday. They're away. Then we go, there's a big swim meet here on the 2nd and wrestling here on the 2nd with New Lexington. Then we go to Meadowbrook on the 3rd, and that's boys basketball, freshman JV and varsity. And then we're back home against Brook at noon on Saturday.
January 7th, I'm looking forward to it. Tuesday night, Wheeling Park comes here to take on the
Wheeling
boys.
Park
That's going to be a good
here.
one.
It'll be a good game.
You know what, Lynn, I'm just going away from sports now. This is the first time I actually saw that flag come down in the center. I absolutely love that. I mean, that was a great idea, whoever did that.
That was donated by the Biasi family in memory of their father, Gino. And we actually were at a volleyball game, and I looked at the flags, and they were, a little pricey. And Mike Biasi said, I really want to do that. And Joe, for their dad, and did so. And we appreciate, them, and we appreciate anybody that supports us, but we really appreciate them with that flag because it's really a nice feature.
Well, I remember the night you had the unveiling ceremony. They had the guys out, last year or whenever it was, and that was really nice,
Yeah, we did that. Well, during this time.
Right.
Because we had all the family, the whole Biasi family was here, so that was really nice.
Okay. Well, how about this drawing that you guys just had? Eric Timmons wins, what, $10,000? There was $100 tickets, right?
$100 tickets.
You had to sell a lot of them, didn't you?
500. I think they've sold the boosters again. We have sold about 425 or 450. So we give away 20 and then 20,000 because we have other drawings during the year. There's a $5,000 drawing, 10,000, and then at different sports we give away 500 and 1,000. So
that's all with one ticket, or they have separate?
Yeah, well, no, you buy one ticket and your ticket's in there for all of those.
Make sure I get one next time.
Yeah,
all
those
still get
drawings.
one now, right?
Yeah, you can still get one because we still have the big 5,000
okay.
drawing, which is in January, I believe. At one of the many sporting events that we have here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So there's the $500 one for swimming. I believe they're going to do it on the 2nd.
Oh, cool.
So
sounds good. A lot of stuff going on.
Yes, our boosters are for as few people that are in the Boosters Club. They do a great job for us and give us a lot of things.
So you're still on Christmas break, right?
Correct.
When do you guys go back?
We go back on the 6th, I believe.
You've been enjoying the break?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Family, Christmas, little ones, grandkids.
Yeah, I
you
saw you
know,
down there holding one of them.
Yeah.
You know, we like to take some time off for Christmas, but Dan won't let us.
He's your slave
I'm
driver.
telling you, man, he's tough, that
He
guy.
is,
so.
man.
Well, hey, thanks for stopping up. We know
welcome.
you're always busy, and the other game going on in the other gym, right?
Correct.
Yeah, reserve game.
Reserve
now.
girls are up there right
And then
now.
the Big Red Central girls
Yep.
varsity will be here next
Oh, cool.
after
Yep,
this game.
next at 3 o'clock.
Cool.
We can get
All
Dan
right.
to stay, maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll get Dan to stay. We can carry that game, too. You don't worry. You can stand there and sell people overpriced phones. So, all right, Lynn, thanks a lot.
All
We
right,
appreciate
thank
the
you.
time, as always.
Thank you.
All right.
Roll red.
Yes,
Roll,
sir.
roll.
Yes, ma'am. At about a minute left to go before the second half commences. Dan, let's take a brief break, and we'll be back.
That wasn't bad, was it?
Our newest sponsor, Giannamore's Pizza. We appreciate their support and yours too. Interested in becoming an advertiser like Giannamore's? Go to Facebook and look for Ohio Valley Sports Online. Thanks, Giannamore's.
We're back here, ready to start the second half.
Dan didn't give me a cue. I was thinking.
That wasn't much of a break.
Well, there was like a minute 15 left when we got done talking to Lynn, and then both teams, and all of a sudden they just said, let's just go straight to the 8-minute mark. And so, all right, we begin the second half. Big Red leading at 24-16 for Steubenville. Trey and Jones, a field goal, 1 out of 2 from the line for 4. Zion Sawyer, 2 triples for 6. Calvin Bickerstaff, 3 field goals, 0 for 2 from the line for 6. Nasari Jackson, a field goal for 2. And Micah Krause, 2 bonus goals for 6. For Big Red, 4 goals, 5 bonus goals, 1 out of 4 from the line. Cody Olson with the basketball as Martin's Ferry coming right to left. Down in the left corner where we're at. Hilson out on top. Over to Ori's right side. For Ferry, Jason Miles had 5 points on 2 field goals, 1 for 2 from the line. Olson going left side, pushing off. Nowhere to go. Trap double team, and they want a timeout. And they'll get it. 7:35 to go in the third. 8-point lead. We'll be back.
So you're driving the kids to school and you have to turn up the radio just to drown out the horrible sound your car's making. Who knows what you need? You're driving along without a care in the world. Then you notice the engine light comes on. Who knows what you need? You dread having to stop at red lights because your car sounds like it's screaming in pain. Who knows what you need? Napa Auto Care Center in Wintersville knows what you need. They're an established and reputable shop. They know engines, transmissions, brakes, alignments, and anything else your vehicle needs. They know what you need.
As we resume action, a short timeout by Martin's Ferry. Hilson with the basketball. Chase Zimmerman all over him. Go for a shot. Rejected by Zimmerman. They throw it out to Sawyer. Sawyer bounce pass to Troy Jones. Back to Sawyer. Lays it off the glass and in.
Excellent job right there.
That's a great job of unselfish. Right.
Bingo, you hit it.
Absolutely. And unselfish basketball. They both saw there was a guy there, and they worked him against perfectly.
That's just good coaching right there when you get guys, not worried about putting points. Another steal by Troy Jones.
They got a 3-on-2. Troy Jones left side. Zimmerman left-hander lays it off the glass and in. Pete Brogdon looked over thinking that Derek Edwards was going to call another timeout, but he just took one. So,
and 2 quick steals converted to 2 quick baskets for Big Red to start the second half.
Big Red outscored them 18-4 since it was 11-10 at the end of 1. They've only scored 5 points in a quarter and a minute and a half.
Big Red doing a nice job on that 2-3. They put McCoy in the center here. Bickerstaff out here.
And they got 2 guys. Logan Smith gets it left elbow. Nowhere to go. Gives it back off to Olson. Bounce pass inside of Miles, and a foul going to be called against Quinn McCoy.
I'm not agreeing with that one there. It looked like good defense. McCoy getting around the defender, anticipating that pass. That's a Pete we know.
Huh?
So that's a Pete we know.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a foul.
Pete, ticky-tack. They inbound over in the corner to Olson. Nice down bounce pass that gives it off to Ories. He missed a shot. He had no reason to dribble the ball and then throw him off. He gets the rebound, but a timeout called by Ferry again because he got the ball underneath there. Instead of just going right up and dribbled, and then he lost all control.
That was an excellent play off the inbounds.
Another timeout by Martin's Ferry. We'll be back after this.
At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are part of a family. Softite is special because they give members an opportunity to own the financial institution where they do their saving and borrowing. At Softite, they often charge less for loans and pay more for savings than other types of financial institutions. Softite is convenient. They're also a not-for-profit institution. All income, after meeting expenses and reserve needs, is distributed to you, the members, in the form of dividends on savings, competitive loan rates, and improved services. Softites give members a chance to participate in decision-making
something that no other financial institution offers. At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are family.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
I have to tell you after the break about mine.
No. As Ferry with the basketball, they just used a couple of timeouts. They're down to 2. Olsen goes baseline, too strong. Rebound, Quinn McCoy. Here comes Bigger. They got numbers back the other way. Out in front to Sawyer. Turnaround, dumps it down, and underneath is a foul against Bickerstaff. He'll go to the line. Bigger showing a lot of great unselfish play.
I was
here.
getting ready to say that. Once again, excellent job there by Sawyer. They got the ball down to him. He thought he was going to take the shot. He saw he was contested and dumped it off to, Bickerstaff, who was open more.
Notre Dame has scored in the third. They lead 27-6 now over Iowa State in one of those bowl games.
Go Irish.
First free throw is up and good by Bickerstaff as he makes his first. He's 1 for 3 from the line. He's got 7. Second free throw is on the way, and he gets the roll.
It's a roll. 30-16, Big Red.
They've outscored them 6-0 here in the third. This looks like a completely different Martins Ferry team than what we saw at Indian Creek. Lob over top to Logan Smith. Bounce past Hilson. Hilson bounce pass to the corner. Miles got to take advantage of that. Hilson, he'll let it fly for 3. In and out, and no good. Rebound by Quinn McCoy.
Big Red taking control of the boards, too.
Troyan Jones goes baseline. Troyan Jones dumps it off.
Nice
Quinn
pass.
McCoy to lefty off the glass and in.
Once again, unselfishness by Trillian, not getting the points he's used to, but his assists are starting to add up.
Great job. 5.5 to go in the third. Big Red's doubled them up. 32-16. They just look lost. Logan Smith picked up his dribble. They had a 3-on-2, but they were too slow to get it.
We talked about Big Red looking sluggish earlier. Now it's Martins Ferry.
There's a turnover. Colson throws it past Hilson.
Ferry's 6th turnover of the game. Checking in.
That's Elijah Smith comes in and Miles comes out. So 5:15 to go in the third and a 16-point Big Red lead. Dan needs to call off for a couple hours so we can do that second game. We need another guy. Dan can't do it with 2 guys.
Call Billy.
They're not going to miss you. Christmas is over. People shouldn't even be in there buying phones now. Chase Zimmerman picks it up, and a foul going to be called on Hilson.
We are slammed at AT&T on Sunset. Just a selfish plug for you guys to get your
You're not
cell
slammed
phones.
at any of the other AT&T stores.
I know, because we're the best.
Yeah, that's it. That foul was against Hilson. That's his second team foul. Bickerstaff, left side, picked up the dribble back to Chase Zimmerman.
You get a chance to see Zimmerman's brother play once again when next Franciscan University game.
It's coming up here. Oh, they got away.
Got a
I was
walk
gonna say
there.
he didn't get away with a walk. Our next Franciscan Barons game will be on January the 8th, Wednesday. We got games on the 7th and 8th of January, and then the 10th and 11th. The 10th and 11th. Well, we got. We'll get the schedule here in a moment. Elijah Olsen gets it off to Cody Olsen. Out on top. They still haven't scored in this quarter. There's a guy just got tangled up. Bickerstaff with a steal. Bickerstaff gets it off to Sawyer. Sawyer right side gives off to Troyan Jones. He might have got away with a walk. Sawyer, he's open for 3 from the corner. Got it.
And buries it.
That is his 3rd triple of the night, and he's got 11.
Yeah, if you're Ferry, do you call another timeout?
He's only got 2 left. They're down by 19. They've been outscored 11-0 here in the third. Hilson comes across the timeline and a 10-second violation.
That's their 5th turnover of the third quarter, 8th of the game.
Eric Edwards telling Ories, you need to get up here. You're the senior. Go up and get the ball and bring it across.
And after Big Red started out sluggish, they have definitely turned it up. They're going to that pressure. Full court pressure has just really confused Martin Ferry. They've struggled with it.
Chase Zimmerman gives it off to Nasari Jackson, dumps it down low to Bickerstaff. Turnaround move and a paint goes over the shot. Out the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Sawyer. Sawyer goes up for the shot, no good. Rebound Nasari Jackson went high. Throws it out, controls it, and it's stolen by Olsen. Olsen goes around Zimmerman. Olsen with a 2-on-2. Hilson goes up for the shot off the glass. Good, and a foul.
And Zimmerman's looking like I didn't touch him, but
That's almost a given when
Yeah.
you got something like that.
so Ferry finally off a turnover.
Zimmerman picks up his first foul as Sawyer comes out and Gresko comes in. Hilson with a chance for the three-point play. He's got 5. They take Ori's out with his tomahawk hairdo. Free throws up and good by Hilson. He's got 6 now. And they got on the board. Took him 3.5 minutes, or it's actually 4.5 minutes
Yeah,
to
you got to
score.
figure they've only scored. What did they have at the first quarter? 11?
11. Yeah. And they're going to be a turnover, palming the basketball.
Wow, you never see that.
No,
call.
you don't.
That hasn't been called since the 50s.
And the bad thing about that, and if he's going to call that, he needs to continue because it's done all the time.
It's never called in the NBA. Hilson being pressure, gets to Olsen, dumps it over top to Logan Smith. Logan Smith, nowhere to go. Turnaround, puts up the one-hander, no good. Rebound to Sari Jackson. Off to Zimmerman. Gives it off right side to Gresko. Gresko in the corner to Troyan Jones. He'll let it fly for 3. That's well short. Air ball. Logan Smith controls.
It's their first defensive rebound since the first quarter, Jeff.
Hilson with the ball. Hilson goes to the lane. 2-step, goes over the shot, no good, but a foul. And he'll go to the free throw line for a deuce.
Hilson was taking advantage of the Euro step there, they call.
Yeah, I don't know. That's walking to me. Quinn McCoy and Kraus set the check back in.
And Zimmerman's third foul.
In the ball game is Caleb Olsen, look like the last samurai. Hilson's free throw is up and good. Zimmerman checks out. Bickerstaff checks out with 2:50 to go in the third.
One thing we see, we've seen year in, year out, Coach Haney's famous for he loves the depth. And that's continued this year. They usually play a lot more players than the other team.
Second free throw is also good by Hilson. He's 3 for 3 from the line. There's a steal, but then restolen by Kraus. Kraus bounces it off to Gresko. Comes across the timeline, gives it off to Nasari Jackson, but it's tipped and goes out of bounds.
And Ferry came out this time for the first time in full court man-to-man. 35-21, 2:40 left here in the third quarter.
Derek Edwards is just ripping at his team, so we can't slow down.
Yeah, not down 14, he's right. Says the Crusader girls walk into the gym.
Crisco gets it off to Nasari Jackson. To Kraus. Back to Grisco. Left-hander. Goes out to the top, being hounded by Olsen. And 5 seconds going to be called against Grisco. Got to get rid of the ball. Coach Haney thought it was going to be a hand foul.
Excellent defense there by Ferry as they can switch to that man-to-man.
Olsen was on him like a second skin. They send it down in the corner to Elijah. He sends it over top to Olsen. Olsen, that's an offensive foul, and it is.
Nice job of defense right there by Gresco.
Cody Olsen gets the foul.
I give Quinn McCoy credit too, as they're trying to get inside to the bigger Smith with Bickerstaff out, but McCoy doing a nice job of defense as the ball went into Smith, being hounded by McCoy, kicked it out, and causing the foul.
So Kraus with the ball, gives it off the top of the key, gets it back from Quinn McCoy. Olsen just all over him. Troyan Jones with Hilson guarding him. Goes left side. Troyan Jones goes in the paint, stutter step, and called for the walk. Is that the same thing with the other guy did?
I was going to say it was the same Euro step, I thought. No.
I don't know.
That might have been French. Who knows?
That's
Right.
a 6th turnover in the third quarter for Big Red.
Is it France in Europe?
Yes, it is.
1:50 to go here in the third. Big Red up by 14, 35-21. They were down 11-10 at the end of one. They've only given up 10 points and scored 24. Bickerstaff with a steal in the paint. Goes back the other way. I think Calvin wants to go in there. He goes up and he lays it off the glass coast to coast.
Coast to coast, Calvin Bickerstaff.
He's in double figures with 10. 37-21.
That's Ferry's 10th turnover of the game.
Hilson with 1:24 left swings it around to Olsen. Olsen gives it up back out to Hilson. Hilson going left side, loses control. Take a walk. He should have just dumped it off to Olsen, who was open for a 3. Olsen steps out, as does Elijah Smith. Jason Miles has been on the bench for a good part of this third. I don't know what they're waiting to get him back in the game.
Ferry comes out back in this man-to-man here once again.
Inbound to Bickerstaff. Gives it off to Kraus. Ray's guarding him. Derek Edward wanted a double dribble, but it wasn't. Going to paint as Sawyer goes over the shot, got the roll and falls.
Nice job of Big Red breaking that press.
He's got 7 in the quarter, 13 in the game. Under a minute now, 39-21.
Big Red back in that 2-3, which has been given Ferry fits.
You dump it down. Logan Smith's open right side, throws an air ball. It's off of Sawyer, though, and go out of bounds. Jason Ories was right there. Trey Jones coming in. Sawyer checks out.
41.7 left here. Important Big Red not get a foul here.
Ories looking to inbound. Nowhere to go. Lobs it over top. With the basketball, Caleb Olson. Down by 18. They throw it underneath. Nice pass to Ories. He gets the layup.
Excellent pass. I don't know how he got that through there, but it was an excellent job.
That's his first bucket of the game. Senior guard. They double team Kraus. He gets it out. They drove it all underneath this. Troy Jones missed the layup. Well, meanwhile, Michael Rook is in the game for Big Red. Olsen comes across the timeline, gives it off to Logan Smith with 9 seconds. In the corner. Ories is open for 3. Lets it fly. Bounce off the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Rook. He's got Troy Jones going the other way. Troy Jones, left-handed layup, puts it up and in. At the buzzer.
Job by Big Red to close out the quarter.
Well, Troy Jones saw that Hilson was coming for him. He just switched hands and laid it up for 2. At the end of 3, Big Red 41, Martins Ferry 23. We'll be back.
When you need electrical work for your home or business, you need it done right the first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
This high school event is brought to you by AT&T on Sunset via the AT&T Wireless Network. Remember, don't text and drive, it can wait. AT&T on Sunset is a proud sponsor of this high school event.
The Target Shop has all your fall sports needs. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned Target Shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
Well, we head to the 4th. Big Red winning 41-23. Jim Huggins, Jason Jenkins, Dan Vogel. We wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from everyone here at Ohio Valley Sports Online. Kraus is double teamed in the backcourt, has to throw it. And I don't know, Rook didn't even try to jump for it.
I don't know if
he got alligator. He should have grabbed it. He said, "Oh, I couldn't have got it." But Haney's saying,
he thought Zimmerman was going to. Zimmerman got up to move on the bench, and it looked like Rook thought he was going to catch it.
So he says, "Why didn't you try and catch that?" I was right, he threw it to you. Hilson gives it off to Olsen. Olsen back out. Hilson's open for 3. He'll let it fly. Got it.
Nice job by Hilson.
Hilson's got 11. And it's back to a 15-point game. Give it off to Troy Jones. Hilson runs into him. Troy Jones goes into the middle, swings it around right side. Works over 3, didn't take it. Gives it back to Troy Jones. Hit off his hand, and a backcourt going to be called.
It looked like that ball was hit by.
Well, Brent Casio is saying that it hit Troy Jones's foot before it went over the timeline. He was pointing to his foot, so if he was the last one, I guess, to make contact and goes across, I think it's, if it's not backward by your hands, then if it hits off your foot, it probably shouldn't count.
Yeah,
I think that's a ticky-tack.
I agree with you there, too.
Now it's pass to Olsen. Ferry trying to cut into that 15-point deficit. Gives it off. They dump it down low to Logan Smith. Logan Smith goes up strong. Too short. Slapped around. Controlled by Bickerstaff, and a foul on Jason Miles, who's finally got back in the ball game.
And Bicker's done an excellent job as Logan Smith was strong early. I mean, how many points did he have in the first quarter?
That's why Jason Miles out of game. He had 3 fouls. Now he's got his 4th.
And Ferry, once again, in a full court man-to-man.
And Memphis scored. Checking out Hilson, he might have a cut or a scrape or something. So a 15-point lead, Big Red basketball. Sawyer back in the game. Inbounds the Bickerstaff through a bullet. He got away with a walk. As they back off. The Sawyer bounce pass. Krause down to Quinn McCoy. McCoy gets to Detroit Jones. Back out to Krause. He'll let it fly for 3. Got it.
Like a Krause.
He's been on fire.
He doesn't shoot much, but when he does.
Third treble for Krause. He's got 9. And all of a sudden, back to an 18-point game. Ferry's got to, they got to shoot all the time. 6.5 minutes. Logan Smith has been very ineffective today. Go with Olsen, out to Hilson. He'll let it fly for 3. High archer, short. Rebound, Krause. Throws it out on top to Sawyer, trying to save it. Nice bounce pass to Troy, gives it off to McCoy.
Wow,
Quinn McCoy puts it in.
There.
It would look sloppy all the way around, but he got a bucket out of it.
When things are going right, they're going right.
46-26, Big Red. We mentioned we'll be back in action on Monday night in Toronto as the Toronto boys take on Monroe Central. There's another steal. It looks like Martin's Ferry maybe has just given up, and a foul going to be called against Ma, and that's going to be his 5th. So he didn't make any impact. He had 5 points in the first half, hasn't scored.
You know, last time we were in Toronto, it was what an excellent game. They were getting buried. Who was that, Dan, at Toronto that we had?
Wellsville.
Wellsville. They were getting buried by 19 at the half, and just an improbable comeback.
Timeout on the court. 46-26. We'll be back.
Looking for help with your financial needs? Deanna Ball & Company has a full staff of certified CPAs that have been serving you since 1949. No matter how big or small, get the personalized professional service and senior management involvement that you deserve. Call us today.
Marcino Enterprises is your complete auto and truck repair center. Marcino Enterprises also offers towing, tires, and vehicle undercoating. You can visit Marcino Enterprises at their new location across from the Winter Drive-In on 43 for 24/7 roadside assistance. Save this number in your phone right now, 740-282-8880. That's an easy number, 740-282-8880. Marcino Enterprises does it all. Towing, tires, repair, and vehicle undercoating.
Thanks a lot for following us at Ohio Valley Sports Online. Why not visit our webpage at OhioValleySportsOnline.com? It's the way to go for sports fans around the globe to follow your favorite local sports teams.
Well, after the timeout, it's 5:58 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
And Hilson's going to have to come out.
He's got a cut on him.
Hands up there putting a Band-Aid on. They checked in number 5. Caleb Olson back in for him.
So they got 5, and Ray's back in too, number 4. So he'll come back in a moment. There's almost a steal. Picked up by Sawyer. Sawyer right side gives it out to Krause. Thought about the 3, back up to Sawyer. Now the Krause. Krause rejected by Logan Smith on the 3.
Logan Smith's probably got about 6 blocks today at least, I count.
5:47 to go. Crusaders young ladies have made their way up to sit by us, keep us company. Well, inbound to Grisco over the corner. Zimmerman, jumper from the right side, no good. Left side. Meanwhile, rebound underneath by Grisco, rejected. Nasari Jackson and Olsen, and a jump ball.
Go to Martin's Ferry there. Big Red out rebounding Ferry right now, like 28-18.
Wow.
That's a huge difference.
Ferry basketball down by 20. It'll be Cody Olsen right side. Gives it off to Ray. Thought about the 3 from deep.
A long 3.
Voorhees gets it inside of Logan Smith. He goes up for the shot, lays it up and in, and a mismatch, and Asari Jackson will get the foul.
Yeah, for the first time since the first quarter, able to take advantage of Smith's height on that mismatch there.
Logan Smith in double figures now with 10. Jackson with the foul. Well, they gave out to Krause. So that's his 4th.
That's Krause's 4th. Bickerstaff set to come back in.
Free throw by Logan Smith is good. He's got 11. 46-29 with 5:27 left.
Ferry back in that full court man-to-man press. As Hilson checks back in.
Ray checks out. Hilson got a Band-Aid or something. He should be all right. There, the pass is deflected, but picked up by Sawyer. Sawyer picks up his dribble, gives it off to Zimmerman. Zimmerman splits the defenders, goes in, and he's rejected but a foul.
Yeah, it's real sloppy right there, but they got away with it.
Worked out, yeah. There's Mr. Lumen from the Herald Star out there in the cafeteria area.
Herald Star and assistant coach.
Right, that's right.
Girls.
That foul goes against.
Is he here working or is he here coaching?
I don't know. Probably both. First free throw by Zimmerman is up and good. He's got 3. So does he interview his daughter, who's the head coach, after the game for Catholic Central? Or he could just interview himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I thought I did this and they did that. Zimmerman makes both free throws. There haven't been very many free throw attempts. Big Red was 1 out of 4 in the first half, and Ferry was 3 out of 5. Well, Big Red's 4 for 4 here in the second half. Logan Smith over to Olson. Nowhere to go. Gives it off to Hilson.
One thing Big Red's doing, they're making Ferry extend deep.
Logan Smith with a deep 3. Rolls in and out, no good. And Ories with a rebound but foul from behind.
Nice job. Only their 4th offensive rebound of the game. Speaking of Jess Lumen.
So that foul going against Olson. No, that's Briscoe, his first. So Ories at the free throw line. Looks, aims, fires, and misses the first one.
48-29, 4:59 as Trillian Jones checks back in from Nasari Jackson.
See, Coach Haney doesn't have to do a lot of subbing because a lot of his guys play.
Right.
They played 9 guys. Next free throw is up and good.
Wide open,
Oh, they don't
Briscoe.
see him.
Oh, man.
Sawyer to Zimmerman. Cross time bump by Olson, and finally Olson gets called for the
And
foul.
we will have a 1-and-1. That's their 7th foul.
Cody Olson is 3rd.
I think it was. Yeah, they switched it now. Team 7th.
3rd foul on Cody Olson. And Zimmerman at the line shooting 1-on-1. Davian Ray looking to come back in. First free throw is up and no good. Rebound by Sawyer, goes up for the shot, no good, but a foul.
Another job. Offensive rebounds just kill teams. You're giving the team more than one opportunity to score, obviously. That's Big Red's 15th of the game. It's going to be the 4th foul on Hilson.
So now Sawyer's at the line for a pair. First free throw is on the way, no good. Big Red's 2 out of 4 from the stripe here in the 4th quarter. Hilson checks out with 4:52 left.
And Coach Edwards not happy at all.
Second free throw, no good either. By Sawyer. 4:48 left. And there's almost a steal, but Olsen able to get it back.
That's a backcourt call.
Derek Edwards says, wait a minute, it had to be knocked back into the other court for us to go get it.
And Coach Haney saying it's the same thing as the other one. He hit it last. As a call earlier, they called a backcourt on Big Red. Apparently the guy from Ferry hit it last.
And the guy who made the call is way down the other end. He's not going to come up and talk to Derek Edwards. Brent Kazler tried to give him an explanation. Quinn McCoy in the corner. Swings it back out. Back over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman dribbles left side. Oh, he got away with it. There's a deep 3 by Troy Jones. Bill Perry's in the corner. He's got 9.
Nice job of ball movement there by Big Red. Once again, just being patient. I mean, they're up huge. No need to rush.
51-30. Logan Smith goes with a runner in the lane. Got it.
And that's what I was wanting to see all night.
He's got 13. Davian Ray with good hustle knocks it out of bounds. So just under 4 minutes to go in a 19-point lead. Quinn McCoy will inbound to Sawyer. Bounce pass to Zimmerman, right side. Train Jones wants another shot at it.
He sounds like, get me the ball.
Zimmerman gives it off to Sawyer, being hounded by Olsen. Bounce pass in the corner. There it is. Wide open for three. Doesn't fly. Short. Air ball. Rebound by McCoy. Knocked around. And picked up by Ories. Ories just throws it up there, and it's taken down by Zimmerman. Ferry's in that matchup 2-3 zone. Bounce pass underneath Troy Jones. He puts it up too strong. Rebound. Quinn McCoy all by himself. Lays it up and in. McCoy's got 6.
And I think Big Red balance scoring attack. Everybody that's in is getting on the board. Like a Kraus sets a check back in.
Ray will let it fly for a 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound by Troy Jones. They'll pick it up with 3 minutes to go. Sawyer loses control of the basketball. And he bounced it off the line. I think Ferry will be making some substitutions here pretty soon.
You don't have Ferries in there.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Man. I wrote all that down for nothing.
I'll have to write him in there. Hilson with the basketball. Logan Smith way out. There goes a walk. Olsen bounce pass underneath. Elijah Smith nowhere to go. Ray with the basketball. Gives it off to Logan Smith. He'll let it fly for a 3. Off the rim. No good. Tipped around. And picked up by Bickerstaff. Fight streak at Troy Jones all by himself. And he'll bring it out wisely.
Nice job by Troy Jones. They're once again so unselfish.
Kraus bounced past Bickerstaff. He's hit, goes into the paint, goes up for the jam, can't get it. Lost control, but the ball goes in anyways. He's got a dozen.
It's going good.
You can block my jam, but I'll still get the bucket.
Coach Jeff Lombardi entering the gym, Steubenville girls coach.
55-32. Logan Smith up with a shot, got it.
Nice touch from Logan Smith.
He's got 15 to lead the Purple Riders, 15 out of their 34. Inbound to Sawyer, back to Gresco. Over top to Troy Jones across the timeline with 150 and a timeout call for Big Red as they get ready to put some new guys in. Timeout, we'll be back after these words.
Want to become a sponsor of this online sports broadcast? It's easy. Look us up on Facebook under Ohio Valley Sports Online. Drop us a message right on our wall or shoot us an email. More bang for your buck. Why? Because it's not radio. It's an online internet sports broadcast with unlimited and endless potential for you. Why settle for less when you can advertise with the best? Ohio Valley Sports Online.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
1:49 to go. Big Red basketball. Kraus out on top, being guarded by Olsen. Goes right side, gives it off.
Isaiah McCartney.
McCartney with the basketball, picks up his dribble. McCartney bounce pass to Nasari Jackson. Gives it off to Rook. Rook dumps it off to McCartney. McCartney being double teamed, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Jackson. Back to pass underneath, wide open. Jackson misses it, gets a second attempt, puts it up and in. Sorry, Jackson's got 4.
17th offensive rebound of the game.
Jeremiah Owens also in the ball game for Steubenville. They get in the corner, wide open for 3 is Elijah Smith, and he buries it. That's his first bucket of the night.
Memphis is pulled in within 2. Rook by itself back there. Oh, they missed him.
Rook goes right side, being hounded by Ray, lost control, falls forward, and a foul going to be called again by Ray.
There's Maurice Sawyer. It'll be McCartney
at the free throw line for 1-1.
That doesn't look like McCartney in a 15 jersey.
It doesn't, does it?
No, that's not because Isaiah McCartney's a lot bigger than that.
I was going to say. Free throws up and good. Well, that's who's in the
roster.
That's who's in the program.
But they have him listed 6'1".
Yeah, that's not even close. Makes both free throws, though. Under a minute now, 59-37. Ray goes in for a shot. Little tippy-tap feet. Logan Smith lets it fly for three, and he can't get the roll. Rebound by Kraus, throws it out. McCartney has it slapped away off his foot and out of bounds to Ferry.
Nice job. Logan Smith is not quitting. They're down 22, been dominated since the first quarter, but he's still playing hard. He's going to definitely have to be the MVP for Ferry this game.
Logan Smith lets it fly for three off the rim, no good. Rebound underneath, put up and in by Elijah Smith. He's got 5 in a quarter, 5 in a game. Under a minute, under 35 seconds actually now. Kraus breaks the pressure.
Out there, they got it to
Gets it off to Jeremiah Owens. Owens goes into the paint, scoop shot off the glass, can't get it. Tipped around, controlled by Jackson, but thrown back out to Logan Smith. Here he comes. Logan Smith, a couple of steps in the paint. Puts up a shot, no good, but a foul.
18.9 left. Logan Smith still playing hard. So Memphis is pulled within 2, 35-33.
Jeez.
And Micah Kraus fouls out. Excellent game for Kraus.
Yes, 3 bonus goals and 9 points.
It's another added weapon when you take the other ones away.
Logan Smith free throws up and good. He's got 16. He and Hilson in double figures.
And Logan Smith's only a junior.
Yeah. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Nasari Jackson. Gives it back off to Gresco. To Rook. Rook goes in. Trying to bounce pass out of bounds with 10 seconds to go. It'll go off to Ferry.
Rook, another job trying to be unselfish there. I thought he was going to take it to the hole. Here comes Ferry down now. Ray brings it up. 6 seconds left in the game.
Down by 19. We'll give it off to Ray. Ray better let it fly, and the clock will run out. That'll be a final. Big Ray wins it 59-40 to improve in 5-2. Martins Ferry drops the 4-4. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with your stats and wrap up coming up after these messages.
Test the Machine Company, located in Sloven, PA, is one of the most efficient repair and manufacture machine shops in the Ohio Valley. They are your all-around solution partner for machine, fabricating, welding, and industrial repairs. They're very proud sponsors of all area teams, and their philosophy is to keep the customer needs as top priority. Test the Machine Company is a very successful business with over 80 years of experience. Check them out at testa-machine.com. Test the Machine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Okay, so where do you go for fish during Lent? Why, Steve's Fish and Chips, of course. Great fish sandwiches and excellent fish junks. Oh, and shrimp, too. Plus an assortment of sides. It's great during Lent, but Steve's Fish and Chips is an excellent choice anytime. They have burgers, chicken wings, and salads, too. You've got to try the fried pickles. Steve's Fish and Chips. Call today and order 740-282-3261. 740-282-3261.
We all know freedom isn't free. And sometimes military families who give their best run into hard times. That's why the Thomas Auto Center Military Freedom Tree is here. It's a way to honor those who sacrifice so much to help local military families who need a hand at the holidays. We accept donations of cash, gift, gas and grocery cards, new toys and more. All of it goes to military families in need. Contact Thomas Auto Centers, home of the Military Freedom Tree.
With the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, who wants to or who has time to cook? The shopping, the wrapping, the last-minute decorating, the cleaning, you know what I mean. And you know that's why there's always Giannamore's Pizza. Take the stress out of the holidays, or any day for that matter, and order a slice or a tray of world-famous Giannamore's Pizza. Giannamore's delivers right to your door, so you stay warm and the pizza's hot and delicious. Giannamore's also has all kinds of salads, Italian, meatballs, sausage, hoagies, and ready for this? Milkshakes. How long has it been since you've had a chocolate shake? Giannamore's Pizza across from Indian Creek High School on Caddis Road in Wintersville. Ready for the number to place your order? 740-264-9371. Yeah, there's a lot of pizza shops in the Ohio Valley. And then there's Giannamore's. 740-264-9371.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Crimson Centers. Big Red wins it 59-40. Excuse me, for Steubenville tonight. Troy and Jones, a field goal. One field goal, 2 bonus goals, 1 for 2 from the line for 9. Zion Sawyer had 2 field goals, 3 bonus goals, 0 for 2 from the line for 13. Calvin Bickerstaff, 5 field goals, 2 out of 4 from the line for 12. Chase Zimmerman, a field goal, 2 out of 3 from the line for 4 points. Nasari Jackson had 2 field goals for 4. Micah Krause, 3 bonus goals for 9. Isaiah McCarty, 2 for 2 from the line for 2. And Quinn McCoy, 3 field goals for 6. For Big Red, they had 14 field goals, 8 bonus goals, 7 out of 13 from the line for 59. For Martin's Ferry, Jason Miles, 2 field goals, 1 for 2 from the line for 5. Dazen Ories, 1 field goal, 1 for 2 from the line for 3. Ruben Hilson, 1 field goal, 2 bonus goals, 3 for 3 from the line for 11. Logan Smith, 6 field goals, 4 out of 6 for 16. And Elijah Smith, field goal, bonus goal for 5. 11 goals, 3 bonus goals, 9 out of 14 from the line for a total of 40. So that'll wrap it up. And stay tuned. Looks like we'll be bringing you the Catholic Central and Big Red girls basketball game coming up here in just a moment.